NASCAR ×3. It's a triple header at Pocono, and it begins with the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series. Well, let's get ready to start those engines with Jeff Moyer, the CEO of Rodale Institute.
On behalf of the Rodale Institute, organic farmers across the country and around the globe, drivers, start your engines.
Let's do it indeed. Green at Pocono. Love the way they fan out on this front stretch, heading to turn one.
Oh, by the way, for the first time in a year, that's intimidating, isn't it?
No practice, no problem. Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed.
Here we go.
And there is an incident in the first turn, just like you indicated, Mike, and we saw Stuart Friesen have that problem a year ago. And today, it's Matt Crafton in the 88 and the 9 of Cody Robaugh.
Yeah, that is a big day for Cody. See a picture of young Joshua there on the hood. Was hurt in a kayaking accident, and they're trying to raise some money and some awareness, get some prayers for the young man.
8-year-old Joshua Kirk recovering after that kayak accident last month in West Virginia.
Well, that's tough right there, Todd. You've been there. We've all had to wreck on the first lap in our careers, but man, it's the most disappointing. You worked so hard for this moment, and it's so disappointing.
You didn't even get a chance to race. You didn't get one corner in. All that work gone down the tubes. We know how hard these guys work and how excited they are to get out the race and have it end that quick.
And they started 17th and 18th right back there together. And keep an eye out for that neon yellow truck of Crafton. There he is on the high side heading into turn one. And Robaugh
Robaugh got hit by the 22.
Like Austin Wayne Self got into Robaugh.
Robaugh did nothing wrong. Crafton didn't. Stuart Friesen barely slipped through again. Todd, you talked about the Hornet's Nest, the middle of the pack. That was so avoidable on the 22's part. But, you know, you go down in there and you throw it all out there, and sometimes it don't come back.
You know, Michael, going down into turn one of Pocono, it's like playing a game of chicken. You know, you go in there 3 and 4, 5 wide. Who's going to lift and who's going to get out of the hole and give up the spot? And Austin Wayne Self thought that he had enough room. And for the spotters, for Cody Robaugh and his spotter, it's so hard to call that position getting in that corner because the spotters are literally up by the start-finish line, and the angle for them to call that is just really difficult.
We'll listen to the 2 radio of Sheldon Creed as we go back green and racing at Pocono.
They're locked together under us as well. Still locked on you right here. They're apart under us. Still inside quarter. Bumper clear into 1. 98 still pushing. Backside bumper clear. Great job. Go by 3. Nice and smooth at your marks. If they do get up tight behind us, just make sure we carry the line longer and then get them tight behind us. By 1.
A little softer that time.
I think the crew chiefs had a little talk with their drivers for that one.
I was just so happy they made it. Oh, look at this crash.
Oh, no.
Rafael Lassard, and it is the 22 of Austin Wayne Self again, and the 4 of Lassard was in the grass at one point. Heavy hit for Lassard. And while Austin Wayne Self avoided the incident in turn 1 on the first lap, he was not able to avoid that situation, and there is heavy damage to the front end of that 22 truck.
Guys, let's go back and look at this wreck again. I said the 04 of Corey Roper. That's actually the 24 of Chase Purdy and the 19 of Derek Kraus. They come together a bit, and I think it distracted the 4 of Lassard, Todd.
I think so too, Michael. I think that Raphael felt like that they were coming down the track, and there again, his first race at this racetrack, I think he just misjudged the angle of the corner, the radius of the corner, and just made a mistake and got that left side off in the grass.
Let's check in with Jamie.
Matt Crafton now has been checked and released. And Matt, we just talked before the race and you thought maybe you'd be okay where you were. Not the case. What did you see?
My spotter said 3 wide. I thought he gave him enough room, but I guess he said he got clipped in the left rear when he was telling me inside, and then he went up and got me in the left rear and spun me. But wrong place, wrong time, so move on to Kentucky.
All right, thanks, Matt.
That's got to be a little disappointing. Get a start on the pole and find yourself all the way back.
Oh, and now the 45 of Majeski after some contact and a heavy hit. Watch it play out here. We'll start back in turn 3, and that's Majeski, that third truck in line, that white truck.
This is drafting. They're all trying to break the draft or get a run with the draft, and you can see the silver truck behind the white one. He's going to swing up to the outside because he got that draft, and when he does that, Majeski moves up to block, and they come together. Looked like Enfinger moved down a little, and Majeski, what'd you see, Tom?
You called it perfect. Grant went to the outside, had about maybe a foot up alongside Ty's truck. And there again, as a driver, you have to make the call inside that truck whether you're going to try to block him or not. At that point, Ty had the line into the corner, and I don't think I would have tried to block him.
All season entering this race today. Officially, he has led them all here this morning, and he is side by side with Austin Hill for the lead right now. Brandon Jones in that 51 dropping down.
That's a bad angle for Jones into that corner.
Creed on the outside trying to hold on and continue the fight with Austin Hill. Great battle for the lead coming to the end of stage 1. Hill on the inside, Sheldon Creed on the outside. Creed going to close the door and on his way to a stage win. Sheldon Creed. First stage win this season for Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed continues to lead the way, and there is a problem for Brennan Poole after hitting the wall. Maybe cut down a tire there.
Yeah. Squirted across the track there to get to pit road.
It looks like the right front's still up.
It does.
Yeah.
Certainly not the way Poole envisioned his day going, and that remember everyone deployed machine.
That's the risk you take when you brush the wall, Todd. It's really hard for the driver, the spotter. Everybody has to work together to see if you got a rub, see if you see any tire smoke. In that case, it didn't last very long before she blew.
No, that was one whole lap around the track. He brushed the wall off of 3 a lap before and hit the wall off in the middle of 3. And right back in the pack for the restart.
The top 4 still have not come to pit road, but they will. Stage 2 complete as well. It's been all Sheldon Creed. He's led all the laps and won both stages. Can he finish the job?
Stuart Friesen in the 52 truck. He got loose up in turn 1. Oh, and there's another truck out of control.
Tate Fogelman, the 0-2.
He was hit by Tanner Gray. Gray got loose on the bottom like we talked about all day, how hard it is to hang on down there.
Why is it so difficult, Mike, to hang on at that position?
You don't have any air to lean on. These trucks, the flat side there, it depends on the air to put side force, down force on that truck. And when you are beside another truck, there's a void of air, and it just wants to snap around. That's why it's so intense watching what these guys do lap after lap without messing up. You can see it happens in a hurry when it goes wrong.
And Tanner Gray in the 15 and Fogelman in the 0-2.
There you see.
Yep. Like Gray had to gather it up to begin with, and then on the recovery got into the...
And then what didn't help right there is Tanner got in the corner so shallow, Michael.
Yes, that's
that
bad.
He had to pinch it right there.
It almost hung on it enough to keep it off of Fogelman, and then Gray doesn't crash. You feel terrible when you cause another guy's day to end.
Well, Mike, you made the comment that you didn't think tires, as you see Moffitt on pit road on the right-hand side, and there's the 18 of Eckes around from the lead. Christian Eckes.
Wow.
Coming across the tunnel turn. Jamie.
Christian Eckes just came on the radio, said, I blew a right rear.
Well, there's some cords that look like that were rattling on it. Yeah, he just loses a right rear tire. A nice heads-up driving by Brandon Jones to duck under him.
Well, that could have very easily taken out both the KBM trucks.
See the cords flopping there on that right rear tire. He's called that exactly correct.
Well, what a heartbreaker for Eckes.
He's sideways as he enters the corner. It was soft on the straightaway.
Eckes hasn't been feeling well this week, been battling a sinus infection, and that did not help the way he feels, that's for sure.
I don't think he can get the lead, but he can get the second.
The thing is, he just hadn't had enough speed today, Todd, to get up there and contend with them. He can make a good start and make it interesting, but
I didn't say he was going to stay there. I said he could get there. All right.
The one that's shown the most speed, other than the two on the front row, is that 2 truck.
Absolutely.
He's had a lot of pace.
Yeah, Sheldon Creed has led the most laps today. He has led 30.
What about Ben Rhodes inside the top 5? He's come alive here. Hadn't talked much about him today.
And never shy when it's time to go.
This is good.
The pace truck will pull off, and when we get the green flag, there will be 2 to go. And we'll be listening to the 16 radio of Team Austin Hill with Eddie DeHaan, the spotter.
He's got to push this time. On for you. No push for you. Right on 2. Rolling back to you.
Under 1.
Move up. He's coming. He's there on your quarter.
Wow, so close to having him cleared. You heard Eddie say you're clear, but then a nice charge on the outside by Jones.
For the lead, Brandon Jones and Austin Hill, and here comes Creed with a little help from Gilliland. It's 3 wide. Sheldon Creed splits the deuce and goes right through for the point. The lead is Sheldon Creed. Wow.
These truckers get it, don't they?
Brandon Jones 1 lap to get back by him. Oh, shoving a little loose right there.
This is where Jones has been his best off of 3.
He's got that run.
Creed trying to block. 1 lap left. It's the white flag, and we have them side by side for the lead at Pocono. Jones on the outside, Creed on the inside.
Will they make it through the tunnel?
Brandon Jones, a 5-time runner-up. Both of them battling for their first career win in the Gander trucks. Side by side, now Jones grabs the advantage.
Creed got loose on the bottom, and that opened the door for Jones to drive away.
How fitting in the honeymoon capital that Brandon Jones, no longer a bridesmaid after runner-up 5 times. Today is his day. Brandon Jones is going to win at Pocono. And Brandon Jones and crew chief Danny Stockman, Andy Houston, the spotter. And the first of 3, I'll tell you what, the Xfinity Series and Cup Series got something to live up to after this great finish here at Pocono.
I got a text from one of the crew guys at Joe Gibbs Racing. He said that every pit crew member on this 51 truck, it's their first NASCAR win. And so not only is it a special day for Brandon Jones after being the runner-up 5 times, the team's all going to victory lane for the first time as well.
And enjoy this one. Got that. How about it, indeed. He won in the Xfinity Series, passing Kyle Busch at Phoenix. And you know you are legit when you do that for the win. And he proved it again today with the win here in the Gander trucks. Jamie's there with him.
And Brandon Jones hasn't been in a truck since last November. Jumps in and makes it look easy. Brandon, talk about the battle with your teammate, who, by the way, had an issue right ahead of you. And then Sheldon Creed's effort on that last 2 laps.
Yeah, well, first off, I mean, everyone that makes this possible for me to come and play in this truck series. When I very first started racing my entire life, I saw the 51 late model, and I said I want to be with Kyle Busch Motorsports one day and win races. And we finally did it. We've been close in the past. Menards was on our car, DuPont. Those guys do so much for us in our sport. that was a heck of a battle. I know it was fun to watch on TV. It was really fun for me there. Got a heck of a push on the 38 there, so that was really fun. All in all, great day. I'm pretty pumped. We got another one too, so maybe we can get it done.
Brandon, what is it like when you know you drive for Kyle Busch and his expectation is to get in this truck and win?
I mean, it's not really that much pressure, honestly. I think there's so much that he provides for us. We were all on a call last night with him after the Cup race. Gave us so much information that led to this win today. So it's a group effort. I can't do it by myself. I got to have all that stuff to tie the pieces in.
Well, you take all that information, you go hop in that Xfinity car. He'll roll off 7th later on. Brandon Jones is your winner, Vince.
It's a doubleheader weekend of NASCAR Cup Series racing, live from Pocono. As NASCAR's finest take on the tricky triangle. NASCAR's live, Saturday on Fox and Sunday on FS1.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.